What's up, fitnessers? This is our pull-up accessory video with head coach Mike at CrossFit Putney and star pull-up Manu. Okay, so the main things that we want to know is how do we develop our strict pull-ups and how does that take us into the more interesting bits, the kipping work. So for most people, the limitation for that stuff is going to be their strength, and so working on the strict pull-up and all the variations for it is going to allow them to get stronger. On top of that, we can add in some additional work for some of those back muscles and some of the arm muscles to help accelerate that strength. And then as we progress in our strength journey and we can express more and more, then we can go into kipping work. But it's vital that we're always looking to progress the strength. Even when we get to higher reps, 20 plus kipping muscle ups, if we get there, we should still always circle back and look to improve our strength and our ability to perform those strict reps, because that's going to be the base to allow us to scaffold more on top of that. So when it comes to our accessory work, there's two main things that we're going to be looking at, and that is strengthening the muscles of the arm, so the bicep and the forearm, as well as strengthening the muscles of the back, everywhere across the upper back and down the sides of our back as well. Okay, so our first and one of our most important ones is going to be our bent over row position, because this is going to work the back and it's going to work the arms. So from standing position, Manu's going to bend himself over. He's going to get those hands below the height of his knee, so he's going to come a little bit lower again. That's it. And then as he pulls, he's going to squeeze his elbows up and then lower all the way down until he stretches his back and then pulls back up again. Lovely. And he's going to be working his arms, his biceps, and he's working his back and these outer muscles. And he can also change his grip position to make this slightly different. So he can go open hand and then do some rows like that. He can go neutral where his hands are facing, and then he can go overhand as well. So all of these variations work slightly different muscles, so it's important that we keep variation within our rows whilst we're doing it. Okay, so our second accessory movement is going to be our dumbbell bicep curls. So this is going to be isolating the arms, so not just the bicep, but also the forearms. So the first one I'm going to start with is just plain open curls. So he's going to open his hands, and he's going to hold them open for the whole time, all the way down till they're straight, all the way up. The next one is going to be hammer, so the hands are facing towards each other. So a little bit stronger, and this is utilizing more of the forearm. And then the last one is going to be our reverse curl, so hands overhand as you curl up. And now this one's really utilizing the forearms. So again, really important to use all three variations. None of them are better or worse than each other. They all hit slightly different muscles. So it's important that we develop all of those muscles, because we need strong forearms and strong biceps if we're going to progress our pull-ups, or if we're going to get our first pull-up, we definitely need that. Okay, our final pull-up accessory is going to be our bandage straight arm pull down. So Manu's going to grab hold of the band. He's going to bend himself over so he can get his arms completely straight with his body, and then he's going to keep his elbows straight, and he's going to pull from the back of his shoulders all the way into his hips and then back up again. All the way, nice and slow. Notice he's not rushing on the way up, he's controlling that band, and he's going to get lots of reps of this. We want high reps, and he's going to feel this pumping up underneath his armpit, slightly towards his back. This is going to be working on these muscles, which are the muscle that pulls our elbow down towards our body, a vital one for our pull-ups. Thanks for joining us today. This is head coach Mike and star pull-upper Manu from CrossFit Putney for our strict pull-up accessories video.
Action.